It's your good pal, Jeremy Dog Danley. Welcome back to another edition of the Bar Gig Files.
3, 2, 1, fire.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's your good pal, Jeremy Dog Danley, live from Las Vegas. It's the Bar Gig Files, and I am totally stoked. We got an amazing lineup of shows happening this weekend, part of the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour featuring America's Best Bar Comics. And if you want to check out more information on that particular roster of comedians, all you got to do is head right on over here, right up here, barcomedyyusa.com, and you can grab the link to our new comic book. Volume 2 of America's Best Bar Comics just came out on Amazon. The link for that will also be in the description or the comments below. Last year we put out Volume 1. That was a smashing success. Probably the greatest literary experience since the Bible. This year we just released Volume 2. Some of the same comedians from Volume 1 are in there. There's a lot of new ones that are in there. And for any comedians that want to be in a future edition of America's Best Bar Comics, Volume 3 is currently in the works. So be on the lookout for that. Tonight, we've got some amazing shows happening. If you're anywhere in the Midwest area, schedule a road trip. Get yourself to Wisconsin, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. We've got a show tonight in Chippewa Falls at the Sand Bar and Grill. Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. It's right there on Lake Wasada, I think is how you pronounce that. It's a bar and grill right on a lake. There are some people that will take boats to get to the show tonight. If the lake's not frozen over, I don't know. But in the past, I have seen that happen. When the weather's nice, people will sail or boat right up to the dock and then go up to the show. I've seen that. Tonight we've got Michael Chiselka and Chris Barrett. Michael Chiselka, the second place comedian at the main event at the 2024 World Series of Comedy in Las Vegas, beating out 498 other comedians to take the second place trophy at the main event. The dude is a killer. He's absolutely amazing. You're going to love him. If you're going to go to the show tonight, Chippewa Falls at the Sandbar and Grill, which, by the way, shout out to Seth and Danielle and the entire crew there at the Sandbar. They've been bringing in sold-out shows the first Saturday of the month, September through April, going all the way back to like 2014. So almost a decade, or a little over a decade now, except for a few years ago when the world went kind of crazy. But over a decade, pretty much, for all practical purposes, selling out shows. Tonight, it's not going to be any different. You folks there, you're going to love Michael Chiselka, one of the original outlaws of comedy. Toured at one time with the late great, legendary Sam Kinison. So that's what you're in for tonight. This guy's like Sam Kinison crossed with George Carlin, crossed with Midwest charisma and appeal. You're going to love Michael Chiselka. He's been killing it all week. Tonight, it's the fourth part of a 4-night run that he was on through Wisconsin. Thank you, Michael, for doing that. Also, not to forget about the crew headed up to Whitewood, South Dakota. Jesse Carter and Evan Joe. This is Evan's first time on the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. I'm really excited to hear great reviews from these guys. Jesse Carter, he's done some amazing shows for us in the past, and they're headed to Whitewood, South Dakota for a show at the I Bar and Grill, located in the historic Iron Horse Inn. It's an old school style hotel, probably dates back to the Wild West era, and they've turned it into a biker bar. They've been bringing in the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour now for a few years. They always get great crowds. Tonight's not going to be any different. And if you need to get tickets for that, you can head over to barcomictix.com. I think the link will be down below, but it's in the scrolling bar there, barcomictix.com. You can see all the shows that are coming up the month in February as part of the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour, and get tickets for the show tonight in Whitewood, South Dakota at the iBar and Grill. Shout out once again to Jesse and Evan heading up that way, and Andy and the crew at the Iron Horse Inn and the iBar for bringing in comedy the last few years. Also, tonight we've got Skylar Bulks and Dan West, two of the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour regulars, headed to Stevens Point, Wisconsin, Bullheads Bar and Grill. That's going to be a great time. It's probably like their 4th or 5th show with the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. We'll see how it goes. They're on their way up as one of the top venues on the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. We bring stand-up comedy to nightclubs, taverns, neighborhood restaurants, and bars in the nooks and crannies of America, all over the country, entertaining the missed masses. They're always appreciative audiences. So thank you guys for being there. My final call to action for you guys watching today is head on over to barcomedyusa.com. You can see the full schedule, all the shows coming up for the month of February, and then hit the link below and grab yourself a copy of America's Best Bar Comics, and we'll be back again with another edition of the Bar Gig Files. Thanks for watching, everybody.